What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
He said we had to run.
The reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. You're not alone. Not anymore. Do you know what mutants are? Would anyone like to share their first time? Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream. I just lost control.
Sam?
I started panicking. People got hurt.
Roberto?
My girlfriend had a partner.
Illyana?
I killed 18 men, one by one. This isn't a hospital, it's a cage.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I saw something I don't think she wanted me to see. I don't think we're here to get better.
This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills you.
Who's there? We can get out of this together.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and as you just saw, the New Mutants trailer is officially here. There's a lot of new footage to talk about and break down, so let's get right into it. So to start off, let's just clear up some confusion right away. This was originally supposed to connect with the X-Men in the Fox universe. In X-Men Apocalypse, we had the post-credit scene of Mr. Sinister's people from Essex showing up and stealing Weapon X's blood. This was all supposed to connect, and it was supposed to eventually set up Mr. Sinister. However, this is now a Marvel film and will not connect with the X-Men. So in this new trailer, we actually learn a lot more about the film than we knew before. We see all of the main characters in a mental institutional hospital. However, we learn that it's not really a hospital. We hear Illyana Rasputin, aka Magic, say this isn't a hospital, it's a cage. And in this trailer, we actually learn that the main villain of New Mutants is Demon Bear. Now, Demon Bear is a specific New Mutants villain. He first appeared in New Mutants 3, and the New Mutants are primarily the people who fight him. And what's most likely going on from what we saw and heard in this trailer is that Demon Bear is most likely shape-shifting their reality in this mental institution. The director of this movie describes the film as a horror film, but it's also a rubber reality type of film where the main characters don't know what reality is real and what is being manipulated. So we go through the trailer and we see and we hear each of the New Mutants' origin stories. But what is happening is that their origin stories are being manipulated by Black Bear to actually be their greatest fear. And that is primarily what is happening in this trailer. That's why we see hands and we see faces coming through walls. That's why we see everybody talking about we're not meant to get out of this place. It shows you your greatest fear until your greatest fear eventually kills you. And the character Demon Bear feeds off of negative emotion, which is most likely why he's doing all this and trapped the New Mutants in this hospital. The nurse or doctor in this film is actually Cecilia Reyes, and she's actually an X-Men and a good person in the comics. And she is a doctor and a surgeon in the comics as well. And what's most likely happening here is that the Demon Bear has probably trapped her too and is manipulating her as well, because that's one of his abilities. Corruption of the human soul, essentially letting him control people. So she's most likely still a good person in this video, but most likely being controlled by Demon Bear. Her abilities are force field generation around herself, so we'll most likely see that at some point in time in New Mutants. Now ultimately the New Mutants go on to realize that they're being trapped in this new horror reality created by Demon Bear. And we finally see each of the New Mutants' powers in this trailer. We start off with Wolfsbane, or Wraith Sinclair. Now in this trailer we see her struggle with her religious beliefs, which is why we see her in a church. She's struggling with her beliefs and the fact that she's a mutant. She can turn into a wolf. So when we see her segment of sort of this horror reality created for her by Demon Bear, we see her in a church. Then we have Cannonball Cannonball or Sam Guthrie, and most of you can probably recognize this actor from Stranger Things. Cannonball has the ability to fly at the speed of a jet, and he does this by creating an impenetrable force field around himself, and we see him do this a couple of times in the trailer. And then we have Sunspot, or Roberto Bobby da Costa, and he has the ability to absorb and manipulate solar energy, and we see it done a few times in this trailer, and it actually looks really, really good. They did a good job with it. Then we have Mirage, or Dani Moonstar, and she actually has powers quite similar to Demon Bear. She has the psychic ability to create illusions of her opponent's fears and wishes. She also has a really wide range of psionic and energy manipulation powers. And then we have Magic, or Illyana Rasputin, and she is actually the younger sister of the X-Men Colossus, and she has a whole slew of powers that we see in this trailer. She has the ability to teleport and interdimensionally teleport, which we see in this trailer. And just like her name, Magic, she has the ability to use sorcery and magic, and each time she uses magic, the more and more she creates what's called the Eldritch Armor. This is armor that forms around her and gets stronger the more she uses magic, which we see in this trailer. And then of course we see her wielding the Soul Sword at the end, fighting Demon Bear. The Soul Sword is literally made from her soul. It doesn't really have any physical effect, but it does get stronger each time she uses it. And what it does is basically disrupt magic and psychic abilities, which is why we see her at the end with the Soul Sword in her hand fighting Demon Bear. She's trying to break this reality that he's created with her Soul Sword. Antonio Banderas is supposed to be in the movie. He's supposed to be the main villain, so he's probably playing Demon Bear, unless he's truly not the main villain and they do plan on introducing Mr. Sinister, although that plan is probably not going to happen now that this is a Marvel film. But that's the New Mutants trailer. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you like it? Are you excited? Are you going to go see it? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe with notifications turned on so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. The winner will be picked at 550,000 subscribers. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.